가자, 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 가자. 아이고 이쁘라. 가자. 엄마 갈 건데. 가자, 가자, 가자.
You keep me wondering, is our love strong? Just like a love song, baby, it's haunting me. Don't know what you're thinking, it's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder, harder, harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers, cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless, no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars through the floor. Now but you're loving, loving, loving on me. Yeah, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, trying to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I'll run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too. see all things so clear. It was all pretend. I can find a higher land over the clouds above. I can find a higher ground. I just have to reach past the summit of line to reach higher love. Years have, and I did not notice. Still, I'm thinking about our past. Now, when you are gone, I can see all things so clear. It was all pretend. You look back and I look back. We don't see the same thing. It's time that we just let it die. Oh, I can find a higher love over the clouds above. I can find a higher ground. I just have to reach past the summit of the line. I can find a higher line over the clouds above. And I can find a higher ground. I just have to reach past the summit of the line to reach higher love.
time's running out, so take the chance. Make a move, 'cause the store won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart? 'Cause I know I need a start to let you in. When it's over, I will see what I've done. Let it go too soon. Oh, I'll be stronger if you just step right in. 'Cause I need a start to let you in. Days pass and I'm still the same inside my head.